Hey guys, Samantha here. Welcome back to my garden. Today I'm going to work on cutting back some blooms on my hydrangeas. Then I'm going to go out to the garden and work on some other projects. So I hope you stick around and let's get going in the garden. All right, you guys, this is my little lime hydrangea. It has lots of blooms down here that are starting to dry out. So I'm going to cut these and take them in the house so I can save them for our project this winter. Because I do want my little lime to still have some blooms and look pretty in the landscape. But I've cut quite a few. These are ones that were closest to the ground that were ready to be cut. I might come back and cut some more, but for now I'm going to work on just drying these out and make sure that I've got the process figured out really well so I don't waste them. But this is pretty good. And they have these. Look at the blooms on this Pearly Gates climbing grows. It's August now and it has put out the most gorgeous blooms. This is only its second year and I'm so happy with how it's doing. I'm over here by my Limelight hydrangea hedge now. I'm going to see if there are any blooms ready to cut here because these blooms are much bigger than my little lime and I'd like to preserve some of these as well. I don't know that they're quite ready, but we'll give it a try. To the back side of the hedge and was able to get lots of blooms back there. Look at all these. They're so big compared to the little lime. There's some grass dried up on them from where my husband mowed. These were ones that were kind of drooping and on the ground a little bit, but look at these. I'm stripping all of the leaves off on each of these before I put them in the vase. And I've got about 2 inches of water. I've got about 2 inches of water in the vase. And that'll allow these to get one last drink before drying out. We'll see how that works. Hopefully I didn't pick these too early. They do feel like they are at that point of being able to dry them. So we'll see. Oh no, I just broke that one. Check this out. Isn't this amazing? Oh, I so hope this dries out just like this and I can leave it on my dining room table through the fall. So pretty. So this is a pretty fun comparison. If you look at these two vases on the left, these are my Limelight hydrangea blooms. Massive blooms, and then next to it you see the little lime blooms. They're much smaller. I had to cut the stems much shorter because the shrub is not nearly as big, but look at the difference in the color as well. As these fades, they're a much deeper lime color and they have some little tinges of pink on them as well. And then if you look at the Limelight hydrangea, much lighter shade of lime green, and they have like little tinges of pink, but not nearly as much as the little lime. So fun comparison if your goal is to cut your hydrangea blooms to dry out. this is the difference. This is what you're looking at as far as the blooms go. So, all right, I am over here at my chaste tree. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous tree. It's actually not even a tree, it's a shrub. However, it's absolutely beautiful. I do have a video all about it where you can see it in full bloom with huge purple spikes covering the plant. But I'm gonna cut some of these spent blooms back that we're gonna turn to berries because I've got lots of new growth. So I know I'm gonna have a new flush of blooms as well. And so I wanna make sure that I am able to get those before the season is out. So let's work on cutting this back some. All right, guys, I've trimmed it up. I left some of the really tall ones. It's not completely shaped. However, that is all new growth. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that because that will bloom and it's gonna continue to give it height. I do want it to grow taller next season. So I'll shape it up more next time I trim it, but I just wanted to be able to get all of those berries off so new blooms can come. So let's move on to the next project. All right, guys, I'm over here in the new flower bed that we've been working on these past couple of weeks. I have this lilac bush right here that I just purchased. It's a reblooming lilac and I want to get it in the ground so we can start rooting in. This is the Flower Festa pink lilac. It is a reblooming lilac. It only gets 3 to 4 foot tall, 3 to 4 foot wide. I did read that it can get up to 5 feet if it's really happy where it's at. I wouldn't be against that. That would be okay. But this wants full sun. This is gonna smell amazing and look so pretty over here in the garden. Just add a touch of light pink and wonderful fragrance. I got that in the ground. I watered everything this morning, so I just filled up my watering can to water instead of dragging out my hose. But I think that'll be plenty to get it going. If you've been following along with my gardening journey, you know that we just installed this path to the vegetable garden, but we need to cut out this panel right here because we're going to turn this into an entrance. We only had one entrance when we started the vegetable garden over towards the front, but we recently put in a second entrance on the other side. We're going to put one in on this side. So the vegetable garden is accessible from 3 different directions. I think that'll help me stay on top of my weeding because it has gotten out of hand. And I think if we can build a pretty arch and grow something on top of this, it'll just make it look so much prettier and just be a really nice addition to the garden. So we got to cut out this panel. Let's get working. All right, I've got my wire cutters. I'm going to cut this panel out. Strange. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it'd be easy just to cut down the lines on the post and just pull it right out. But there were so many weeds growing up it that it was like holding it in the ground. I had to like unbury it and I must have like mulch like right up against it. So it was kind of deep in there. But anyways, I got it out. So there we go. Look at all of these weeds. This is just like nothing but weeds before you get to our beans growing up on this trellis right here. Bleeding from something. Not sure what I did. My lower back is killing me. I think I overdid it. I was warned by one of you to take it easy and not throw out my back. Hopefully I didn't throw it out. It's just tired. My back is tired and throbbing. So all right, guys. Wow. It looks so much better. I can get in there. You can see the trellis with the beans. No more weeds. This is awesome. Huge progress today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Good productive day in the garden. I hope you guys will like and subscribe to my channel so you can see more gardening videos, and I will see you next time. Happy gardening. I get to enjoy all the weeds.